Good day, everyone. I am Sherilyn Ferman from 1BTLE and I am here to discuss my report about home management. The importance of home management as a basic need. One of life's basic necessities involves having a place we call home. During the 1940s, a psychologist, Abraham Maslow, determined that there are 5 basic needs: physiological, safety, belonging or love, self-esteem, and purpose. This isn't an absolute list, but is where the importance of home management comes in. There is a room for improvement as we've gained insight into human nature and as culture has evolved, but a good starting point to examine human needs. Having a shelter and feeling safe is fundamental, but also can be complicated. This can look drastically different for each person, but there are many similarities. We want a roof over our head, food on the table, a place where loved ones can gather, and safe surroundings. Different life circumstances lead to different housing situations, depending on the stage of life you are in. You might be in a position where you need to rent or even live with a family member or friends, or maybe you own a home. The next is homemaking the same as housekeeping? By definition, homemaking is the creation and management of a home, especially as a pleasant place in which to live. It involves overseeing the day-to-day operations that take place in a home. This is different than housekeeping that only takes into consideration of the home and keeping it clean. Homemaking involves values, priorities, and creating an environment of love and support for everyone who lives within the home. In addition, we usually think of homemaking and we think of someone who stays at home. Homemaking usually infers something that a woman would do. Making a home look pretty, creating a functional space for her family, and maintain order in her surroundings. If she is a stay-at-home mom or wife, making sure the house is clean and there is food on the table. But I think that as roles and culture has changed, this does not have to be the case anymore. More couples are splitting responsibilities, and I also think our priorities and standards have shifted some. But as culture shifts and roles aren't as clearly defined, a more practical approach can be taken, and that's when household management is a better term to use. It removes the stigma that this is the woman's responsibility and involves each person who lives within the home. The benefits of maintaining your home and household. The first is it reduces stress. When you create a plan on how you want to maintain your home, you have the steps in place to set up for success. When you determine what you're good at and how to handle the things that you're not, you'll feel confident in your abilities, which will reduce stress. Second is establish habits and routines. If homemaking doesn't come naturally, creating routines will help you develop better habits. And if you are good at these things, life can be overwhelming. But if you have routines in place that have become habitual, there will less of a chance to get off track. Next is make room for what's important. When you put homemaking in its rightful place, you can spend more time in the things that matter. Also, when you have a plan, keep up the routine, you become more efficient at getting things done. The importance of home management. There are two importance of home management. The first one is it creates functionality through systems. I function best when I create systems that fit my personality and lifestyle, that help me to maintain my sanity and allow me to function in the other areas of life. Some of these categories don't necessarily involve an actual physical home, but are important to me in the overall process. I think of homemaking as a way to add order and functionality to my life, and a lot of that is done with the home, or within the home. Home management helps creating a home where one can flourish and be comfortable. The process of doing this takes place in the management of the home. A second is a place where memories can be made. The main goal or purpose, no matter how defined or what it is called, is to make sure the home is a place where memories are made. family and friends can enjoy their time together, and that the household is run in a way where each person can fulfill their duties and reach their goals. Homemaking can be a calling or it can be a stepping stone for achieving more. A properly functioning home helps all facets of life. It allows us to keep up with the things that need to be done, placing a greater focus on the things that matter, our experiences, and making memories with the people we love. So, there are 7 important home management to teach your child. The first one is good cleaning habits. Second is laundry skills, time management, basic money management, and how to cook and plan a menu. Teamwork, relax, and perfection. So let me discuss the first one, which is good cleaning habits. It is always better to spend 3 to 5 minutes on regular cleaning rather than spending an hour at the end of a long day due to pile up. Initially, it may be difficult to adapt this practice, but as the benefits are plenty, it is good to start this habit. Remove clutter and waste things. You will get more space and less of dust accumulation. The place will be clear and facilitate better thinking. Every article should have a place, and if there are too many not-in-use articles, dispose it off. You can sell it as scrap or donate to some needy person. A clean home is like heaven, and it is always welcoming to come to a clean house. It takes a lot of effort to maintain and keep your house clean, and if you clean regularly and effectively, your house will always look good as new. Hygienically, it is important to live in a clean house. So that's the end of my report. Thank you for listening. The next discussant will be Princess Cordero and Desiree Mandasa.